again. Thank you so much for coming back. Now, before Christmas, we'd started learning our sounds, hadn't we? Remember the big book? Now, it's still the same size to me. Look at it, it's enormous. It's the size from the top of my head all the way down to my chest. But to you, it maybe seems a little bit smaller. But what's wonderful about this big book is it's got big, beautiful pictures. Can you remember? Now, we had done 3 sounds before we finished for Christmas. And while we're at home, we're going to blast through a few more. Now, these are the letters and the sounds that we have been learning. Each letter has a sound. This first one was the very first sound that we learned. S. It's the letter S, and it makes a S. Watch my mouth. Doesn't move. It's just the hissing through my teeth. S. Can you do that? S. Well done. The next letter we learned was the letter A, and it makes an A sound. Can you do that? Copy what my mouth does. My tongue, funnily enough, doesn't move at all for this one, and I just make the sound in the back of my throat. The last sound we did just before Christmas was the letter T, and it makes a T. Again, can you see my lips don't move, but this time I do need to use my tongue. T. Your tongue goes from the middle of your mouth and pushes against your front teeth here. And the sound is made with your tongue and your front teeth together. T. Well done. So, can you remember the different songs? The first one was, the snake is in the grass, the snake is in the grass. S, the snake is in the grass. This one, remember what action you needed? So we've had our snake. We now need our arm. Answer my arm. Answer my arm. Answer my arm. They're causing me alarm. Well done. Now this one here, was a bit slower song, and it required us to move our head to watch something. Can you remember what we had to watch? A tennis ball. When I watch a tennis game, when I watch a tennis game, my head goes back and forth. Because you watch the players send the tennis ball, boop, and then the other, boop, 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 back and forward. The next sound, or letter and sound that we're going to learn is the I sound. It's the letter I, and it makes an I sound. Shall we look at the big page? Let's find it. Oh, and here it comes. Hey. This looks like a situation that Mrs. Brown would likely be involved with. Accident prone. What's happened? Whoopsie doopsie. The boy has a new pet mouse who squeaks. The mouse escapes from her cage and she knocks over a bottle of ink. Ink splashes all over the mouse. After that, the boy names his mouse Inky. Inky. Inky the mouse. Now the song for this one, let me show you the actions that the little boy is doing. He is pretending to be Inky the mouse. Can you see he's using his fingers as whiskers? So we have to do this. Little fingers over your mouth as though you've got whiskers coming out of your face. And the song goes, Inky the mouse is my pet. She spilled the ink and got wet. The ink is spilled all over the desk. Inky's wet. I always like a sound at the end, don't I? Can we do that together? Get your whiskers ready. Release your inner mouse. Inky the mouse is my pet. She spilled the ink and got wet. The ink is spilled all over the desk. Inky's wet. Well done. So Inky the mouse. For ink. For Inky. Now, this letter here is the capital letter, and it's at the start of a name of somebody in our class. Can you think hard? Who in our class has a name that starts with I? It's a boy. Innes! I hope you are shouting loudly, Innes. There's also somebody's big sister who has this at the very start of their name. Jessica's sister. Imogen. Imogen. Now their letter looks a little bit different because they have a capital letter, and so we all do. At the start of any name of a person, the name of a place, it will always have a capital letter at the start. And a capital I is a line down, a line across the top, line on the bottom. It's all very straight, isn't it? This is the letter that we're going to learn to write together for this sound. So here it is in small, down and flick, and dot on the top. And this picture here tells you how to form it as well. And we're going to do it together with our magic pen. Down and flick, and dot on the top. Now can you remember? Rub hands together. Woo! And then link the fingers. You can do all of them if you want, if you find it easier. If you want to do it this way and you want to basket, hands in a basket. And then put out one finger and put out two. If you just want to use the two, you can do. If you want to use 1, 2, 3, 4, you can do as well. Are we ready to draw an I? Now this is not a really tall one, so we don't need to start up there. We're going to start here. So you can do it sat down like I am, or you could stand up. If you're standing up, start with it near your tummy. Okay, and remember to go all the way down to the bottom, because we need to sit it on the line. So I'm going to go down to the bottom of the screen, but the bottom of my screen for you could be the floor. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Down, 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 down. Flick. Pen off. Dot on the top. Let's do that together, okay? Oh, I don't think mine's very sharp. Is yours very sharp? Mine's a bit blunt over the holidays. Dear, dear. Let's do some sharpening. And ready to go? 1, 2, 3. Down, 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 and flick. And dot on the top. Well done. Now we know inky. She spilled the ink. Can you hear the sound? Is it at the start, the middle, or the end? Inky. It's at the start. But I wonder, is there anything else on this picture that might have an I sound? It's a tricky one. Can you see the picture over in the far side? It's got the picture of a hill. Ha, ooh. He, ha, 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 ooh. Where can you hear the I sound? In hill. Is it at the start? Ha, ha, ha. No. Is it in the middle? Ha, ooh. It's in the middle. So we start with a ha, ha, ooh. So hill has it in the middle. We've also got Inky sitting. She is sitting on some books. Sit. Now I can hear that s at the start, so the I sound is not in the middle of the word. In the start of the word. S is at the start. It. It's not at the end. It has a t sound at the end. It must be in the middle. Sit. There's also some juice there. Now juice has an I sound, but it's harder to hear that one. Oh, there's a lady bird. Lady. Can't hear an I sound in lady, but bird needs an I sound, but it's a harder sound to hear because it's another blend. It needs the other letters to make a new sound. We've got some pencils, pencils, and we've got some Izzers. S-izzers. Can you hear the is sound in that one? It's not at the start. S-izzers. Sounds like there's a z in there, doesn't there? But the I sound is in the middle. Great job. Well done. Now then, I am excited to see if you can find any I sound in your house. This one is a trickier one. You might not find many objects that have an I sound at the start. You're going to have to keep your listening ears open and see if you can hear an I sound in the middle of the word, or perhaps you can find one at the end. This is a challenging one. Take a picture of what you find and you can upload it as part of this activity so that I can see. I think we're going to have lots of different things and I cannot wait to see them. You have a great time today. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.